Sir, there is a query relating to share transfer forms. Share transfer forms, suppose we receive a share transfer form, old form 7B, which is executed before April 1st, 2014, can I accept it? Can it be accepted? Yeah. Actually, ISME sir, Ministry has issued a clarification stating that if it is presented within the prescribed time, then you can accept it.
Prescribed time means, oh, 3 months time was given. Yes, yes. 3-4 months time was given. Within that period, I think it was up to, if I correctly remember, it was August, I suppose. Date is there.
Sir, June 12th का Ministry का circular.
June 12th.
June 12th.
I think some date has been fixed up. Up to that, before that date, if the transfer date has
it says if it is presented within the prescribed time, you can accept it. Otherwise, executed prior to. For the benefit of the students, I'll just read out the clarification.
Yes.
The matter was examined and it was clarified by its circular, Ministry Circular 19/2014 dated June 12, 2014 that since transaction relating to transfer of shares is a contract between 2 or more persons, shareholders, any share transfer form executed before 1st April 2014 and submitted to the company concerned within a period prescribed under relevant section of Companies Act 1956 need to be accepted by companies for registration of transfers. In case any such share form executed prior to April 1st, 2014 is not submitted within the prescribed time under the Companies Act 1956, then the concerned company can get itself satisfied suitably with regard to justification of delay in submission, etc. In case a company decide not to accept the share transfer form, it should convey the reasons for such non-acceptance within the time prescribed under section 56(4)(c) of the Act. This is the clarification issue. Sir, in the same line relating to share certificates, one student is asking, can a committee of directors issue duplicate share certificates?
The committee has been constituted for the purpose of transfer of shares.
Committee. They can accept.
They can do it.
They can accept.
Not necessarily, it's not necessarily every company should have a register of transfer agent or something like that. It can have its own committee constituted and it can deal with the transfer of shares and other aspects.
Sir, we have a couple of queries received on e-voting, sir. Sir, if you
I think, shall we take it
later?
Later,
Okay.
Complete.
Sir, in fact, e-voting, general meeting, and we have more number of queries received on e-voting, general meeting, KMP. These are the areas we
KMP.
Yes, KMP. In this area also we have lot of queries. If you can throw some light on KMP to the students, that will be beneficial for us.
You see, if you go to section 203, it's the rules. If go see the section 203. Every company belonging to such class or class of companies as may be prescribed shall have the following whole-time key managerial personnel. So that has been, it is a new concept that has been introduced in the Companies Act 2013, that managing director, chief executive officer, CEO you can say, or manager, and in their absence they are a whole-time director. So one category is the managing director, another is company secretary, and third is chief financial officer. These three persons will constitute, this key managerial personnel for the company. And a individual shall not be appointed or reappointed as chairman of the company, so that all these things have been given. And one has to go through the articles of the company, it should provide, and the company does not carry multiple business. So chief executive officer, and the section is very clear in that way, executive officer for each business as may be notified by the central government. So you go through section 203, it is amply clear.
It is a major governance initiative. Chairman and CEO should not be the same person.
Same person.
That's a major governance.
Major governance. So company secretary, these are individuals and they should be independently function. and constitute a key managerial personnel for the company. So, whole-time key managerial personnel shall not hold in more than one company except in its subsidiary company at the same time. So these are the certain restrictions have been imposed. So you go through this section, relevant section, and one issue which I think in this context I will just put you that here the limits has been fixed. Which companies are going to have key managerial personnel? But
every listed company and every public company having a paid up capital of 10 crore or more shall have 4 times key managerial personnel.
So I think companies below 10 crores need not have a managerial personnel. But only point is that 383, if you go to the provisions of section 383 of Companies Act 1956, there's a specific provision which talks about appointment of company secretary in a company. That provision has not come into.
Sir, in fact, we received queries regarding compliance certificate. In this light, I just want to clarify to the students. As far as compliance certificate is concerned, Ministry has clarified that those annual report that falls like annual report year ended March 31st, 2014, the old format will continue. So the new format will start from 1st April 2014 and year ending March 31st, 2015. So for the financial year 13-14, the provisions of compliance certificate will continue to apply.
That 1956.
Yeah, will continue to apply, and the formats also of board report and all will continue to be under 1956 Act for the financial year ended March 31st, 2014. Sir, in this light we received one more query. It says, what is the annual return format prescribed for the financial year ended 31st March 2014?
31st March
2014. Yeah, old form.
Old form will continue.
And the student is asking whether MGT 7 they have to file.
No.
They for the financial year March, year ended March 31st 2014, the old format will continue.
Annual return.
Annual return. But Ministry has clarified.
Ministry clarified.
Yeah, clarified.
Old form has to be filed. That's okay.
Yeah, for the financial year ended March 14. Ministry has clarified on June 25th, 2014.
June that time a lot of circulars came.
Yes. So there are queries on independent directors and their tenure and all. Will take up those queries. Sir, one student is asking the maximum term of independent director is 2 terms, 5 years for each term. So the student is asking if I appoint an independent director for 3 years and then whether it will be calculated as a term. It will be a term.
It will be a term. It will be a term. The maximum period has been specified as 5 years. So it is this discretion of the company to appoint him for 3 years or 4 years or for 2 years, whatever it may be.
Yeah. So there has been.
But only one thing. You see, independent directors who are appointed after 1st April 2014. Yes. Prior to that, if he continues to act as independent of that company, that portion will not be counted.
Yeah, will not.
So from 1st April 2014, his appointment has to be made afresh, and then he will be appointed for 5 years.
5 years.
Thereafter, of course, another tenure of 5 years can be given, that is subsequent to that.
Sir, in fact, there is a clarification also issued. The circular says the matter has been examined in the light of relevant provisions of the Act, but particularly section 149(5) and 149(10) and 11. explanation to section 149(11) clearly provides that any tenure of an independent directors on the date of commencement of act shall not be counted, as you said,
Exactly.
for his appointment and holding office of director under the act.
Yes.
In the view of transitional period of 1 year provided under 149(5), it is hereby clarified by its circular dated June 9, 2014, that it would be necessary that it is intended to appoint existing IDs under the new act. Such appointment shall be made expressly under section 149(10)
Yes.
and 11 read with schedule 4 of the act within an year from 1st April 2014, subject to compliance with the eligibility, independence. That way.
Of course, he should be eligible for appointment as an independent director. That point has to be kept in view.
And sir, there is a query again relating to independent director. The student is asking whether the transaction entered into by independent director of the company, if he draws remuneration as a professional fees, whether his independence will be affected.
I don't think so. I don't
Later
think so,
on.
because this is a normal practice that professionals are generally appointed as independent directors, and if he gives any service in his professional capacity to the company, that he is doing in the independent capacity, not as an officer of the company.
It's
So that's-
independent capacity. So I think I don't think it should affect them.
It should not affect.
Sir, in fact, clause 49 also has been amended in parity with the Companies Act, as long as independent directors, constitution of nomination and remuneration committee, and other related aspect, training of directors and all those things. Clause 49 is also has been prepared with in the light of Companies Act 2013. We'll attend some more queries. Independent directors.